My setup has been like more or less the same for a few years. Like I got, as you see, I had a Digi 003 rack, but actually it's busted. So I just got another interface, like a Focusrite, a cheap one. But I use universal audio compressor and what's that? Amplifier, preamp and compressor. I got a Rosetta Apogee as a converter, and I use a TLM 103 Newman microphone. And I use Pro Tools, and I do my production on my laptop where I have Adobe. I have Ableton, and I just use this. This is all I got, like a mini Akai. And for me, right now, it does the trick. Eventually, I'd like to get more, but I've been able to hone in. I really think that it's really not only the equipment you got, is how well you know how to use it. Some people got a whole bunch of equipment. I just learned how to hone in my skill when it comes to mixing, when it comes to knowing how I want to sound, what I want to sound. In every project, I think I get better because it's another experience. I hear projects and I hear a whole bunch of things where I'm like, damn, I wish I would have did this, I would have did that. I'm really a bit my worst critic by far. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't have it. I just have the Ableton software. That's why I had to get the Akai, so I had a MIDI push button thing. But eventually I want to get all that, you know? Yeah, like it's all e-digging. I'll be honest with you. I don't have a vinyl player. I have a few vinyl shit, but I can't even play them. I used to, like, me and my boys used to go to the record stores and listen to stuff back in the days. We used to go to different places when we came to New York from DC. But me, it's just like I like concepts, like for example, my anime projects. I just listened to the soundtrack of the anime and was like, I'm gonna restrict myself to that, and I have to come up with a project off that. So I just listen to everything and just like, oh, there's one right here, there's one right here, and just try to build and through trial and error. I'm happy that, like, even production-wise, I'm making beats. It's not like rhymes. It takes me more time because rhymes is like, I barely have to write no more. It comes so naturally. But beats, it's like still like a kid. I don't know what I'm gonna get. So I might try 3 or 4 samples and just to pick one, you know what I mean? That works. So I'm a lot more meticulous when it comes to making beats. Like the rhymes is just like, that's like the easy part, you know what I mean? Well, there are more projects, you know what I'm saying? I'll dissolve one. There's gonna be another anime project hopefully before the end of the year, you know what I mean? If everything lines up right. But more projects for me. I'm just getting my music ready. So hopefully next year, I want to get back on stage, and I'm hoping, you know, that can happen because I love that stage aspect when it comes to that. I love working with the youth. There's something that some people might not know that I do, and I haven't done it lately, of course, but I would do hip-hop workshops at different schools in Brownsville, in the Bronx, and Rikers Island in the jails, where I would talk to the youth. We would cypher, we would teach them how to make beats, we would teach them how to make songs and things like that. And I always liked that aspect. And one of my plans in the future would be, I would love to be able to tour wherever I go around the world, and at night have my show, but during the day talk to some kids. Because I did it one time when I went to France last summer around this time in a city called Mulhouse. And I had a show at a community center where we showed them a documentary on hip hop. I did a performance, I did a Q&A, and it's like, I would have loved as a kid to have seen artists do it in front of me. Like I've never witnessed a concert before I was probably like after 18 years old or something. All I was seeing was from TV and everything. And to be able to see something in proximity like that, I want to give that to the youth. And I feel reinvigorated when I'm around the youth too, because they make me realize that what I say is important. Like, yeah, sometimes we want to say a lot of wild stuff because we have imagination and things, but sometimes you gotta be like, yo, man, I still want to be mindful of what I say in these songs because they last and these youth listen.